Remember, folks, I'm just a Muppet in a chair. Don't take me seriously. What's up, Boomerites? It's good to see you again. Welcome back to the channel. I'm King Boomer. And, wow, I haven't done one of his in a while. This is the late, great, rest in peace, Sean Locke. Doing stand-up. This is from Universal Comedy, one of my favorite stand-up clip channels that I'm subscribed to. So if you want to check it out, I'll put a link in the description below this video. Sean Locke, I haven't reacted to him in quite some time. And this is, the title of this is Sean Locke on his wild pub banner. Banter. Banter. I probably butchered the hell out of all three of those. But I really miss reacting to Sean Locke. Unfortunately, I'll never get to see a live show of his. So unfortunate what happened to him. I started reacting to him like right when he passed, unfortunately, and it's like even though it thrills, it gives me a thrill whenever I'm doing a Sean Locke reaction, but there's also sadness in it as well, knowing that he's no longer with us. So, and I've really come to love Sean Locke. Although there's probably so much Sean Locke comedy that I haven't really tapped into yet, among other things. But that's why I love British comedy so much, because it's like a gold mine that I never knew was there, and you know, you keep chipping away, and all this gold comes out. It's really something special. You guys should be proud of it, and guys should be proud that Sean Locke was from the United Kingdom. So. Let's get on with the reaction. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And let's check out Sean Locke and talking about pub banner. Let's check it out.
I'll tell you, actually, one thing I've worked out, actually, wouldn't necessarily reduce my drinking, but definitely reduce trips to the pub. I think there's a lack of banter in the home, in the domestic environment, you know? Like, sometimes I'll say to my wife something like, how long do you think we could all live if we only ate toffee apples? You know, just putting it out there, you know? And she'll roll her eyes and carry on doing something worthwhile. Was in the pub, you get 20 minutes out of that. It's a bloody good question, Sean. You've got the vitamin, you've got the fibre from the apple, you've got the energy, glucose from the toffee. I wonder if the stick pound up into a paste makes a carb. We had a great one the other day. We were talking about what's the filthiest teaspoon you've ever seen. Oh, what a night. Let's have a lock-in. It was brilliant. At what point does a lager top become a shandy? Who would you rather share a sleeping bag with? This we did the other day. Who would you got a choice, right? You've got one night in a sleeping bag. You've got Ronnie Wood from the Rolling Stones or Jeremy Vine from BBC Radio 2. Ronnie Wood for one, or Jeremy Vine. Any takers on this one? Actually, you had a lot better response than the one my wife had. I asked her. She turned her back to me, walked over, looked out of a window, and her shoulders went.
Queen Boomer does that to me. Believe that.
And she muttered something about, I suppose we got kids and it's better to... Actually, the right answer, people who said Jeremy Vine, that's the correct answer. You know, a lot of people choose Ronnie. They think Ronnie's a bit of a character, all the anecdotes, you know, a bit of a character. Of course, what they're forgetting is just how bony Ronnie is. Every part of Ronnie is a sharp, jaggedy, pointy edge. His arse is like a piece of flint. Naked, Ronnie looks like a box of KFC when you've thrown the bones back in. Right? He's held together with bits of chicken skin, Ronnie Wood. And he'll be shaking because he's given up the pills and the booze. Oh, no. Ronnie,
I love his purple suit, by the way. You gotta have balls to wear a suit out like that out in public, I think.
Yeah, I've thought about this stuff, yeah. Whereas Jeremy Vine, tedious bastard, dull, boring, pointless man, like a warm column of pissy air. But you get the feeling, when he shuts his eyes, 8 hours, straight through, no bother. People say to me, why are you having a go at Jeremy Vine? I say, because I hate him. Seems a good reason, enough. I don't like Jeremy Vine. I'll tell you why. Because, he does that Radio 2 show, and they have these debates on Radio 2. We're going to have debates today, and they're not debates. They're just ways to wind the country up, make the country an unhappier, angrier place, don't they? Yeah.
Oh, boy.
What? I think that sounded like 8th century Norse. It's Jeremy Vine, I've just realised. It's Jeremy Vine. He's dressed up as a sort of drunken old mad cockney. I'll sneak in. I've heard about this routine. I'll have a couple of supertenants.
I don't know. Well, getting kind of an idea of who Jeremy Vine is. I've heard the name several times, but I did an image is not coming to mind, so I don't know anything about him really.
I won't say anything he can pick up on, because, and then he'll just disappear into the fog like Jack the Ripper.
Goofy stride. He looks like a Disney cartoon villain.
The debate. You have those debates on the show, and they just make the country an unhappier place. It just winds people up. It attracts nutters to phone in. They'll have a debate. They say, today we're talking about sex education. Some people say it happens too soon. Other people say it doesn't happen soon enough. Are they right? Should we have sex education in nurseries, playgroups? Should teddy bears have genitals? And there'll be someone at home going, what? Teddy bears with cocks? No!
We actually made a movie about that called Ted over here in the States. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen it.
They're gonna put cocks on the teddy bears! And they phone it. And they pick weird subjects to have a debate about. They'll pick something like, there was this burglar who'd objected in court to being called a coward. The prosecution called him a coward. He said, I'm not a coward. So they started discussing it, saying, well, is he right? Are burglars brave? Should we admire them? Are they just entrepreneurs? There's people going, and sometimes they do this trick where they leave a detail out to make a little bomb go off in your head. Something like that. Something like, who's to blame for, we're talking about the obesity crisis, who's to blame? Is it the government? Is it the NHS? Is it the food industry? And they know loads of people at home going, well, he doesn't mention the fat people. Yeah. Today we're talking about binge drinking. Why do you do it? Are you sad, lonely, depressed? Do you have low self-esteem? Do you need alcohol to enjoy social situations? And that's how I burnt my ear.
Oh, that was good.
I think one of the things that I'm most known for is my inquiring mind. I think that's one of the things people always say about me. Here comes Sean with his inquiring mind. The other day I was watching television. I was watching, those compare the market, compare the meerkat ads. I was watching one of those and I thought, how come that's okay that they've got a Russian, Eastern European accent? How come that's fine? Nobody objects to that. I was thinking, if those meerkats were Chinese, there'd be uproar, wouldn't there? If they came out and went, you want cheaper car insurance? You go comparemarket.com. You bloody idiot. We go, whoa, what are you doing? You can't do that. Or they were Mexican. If you want to compare meerkats, comparemeerkat.com. You can compare meerkats like my sister. Well, really, meerkats from Africa should be an African voice, shouldn't it? For cheaper cat insurance. Whoa! What do you think you're doing? Stop him now. And the reason that I mention that is because I realised something quite profound the other day. I was at home, I was a bit bored. I wasn't wearing these clothes, I was wearing my normal clothes. I was a bit bored. I started checking the labels on my clothes. Like that. And I realised something, like, at that moment, I realised if it wasn't for the Chinese, I would have been naked. Yeah. All my clothes were made in China, everything. Even my pants were made in China, yeah? And they're not like Chinesey pants, they haven't got dragons on them or anything like that. Just an ordinary pair of pants. Then I realised my phone was made in China, my telly was made in China, I've got an IKEA table, I assume Sweden. No, China. I worked out I'm virtually Chinese.
That's so true, though. Like, literally every type of thing that I buy, whether it's I buy it at the store or I get it shipped through Amazon, there's always a label in it that says "Made in China." It's like everything. It's crazy. Doesn't anybody else make anything these days? I guess they do, but you know, it always seems like the simplest. Every type of simple thing you need in your life is made in China. It's weird.
The only thing I haven't got is the accent, right? But if I start doing that, going, "Hello, I'm Sean Locke," people go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Oh, I think, how can I possibly be racist? I bloody love China. I'm obsessed with the place. Ideally, I'd live in a pagoda. Yeah? To be honest, I don't think you can be racist about a country that's more economically powerful than you anyway. In fact, the way our economy's going, soon it'd be racist to do our voices. Yeah. People in Beijing going, "Hello, I'm from London." They'll go, "Ooh." Not comfortable with that. And also, I don't think the Chinese are bothered what accents we're doing. All they want to know is how much shit we want. That's what they want to know. How much shit you want? Much as you've got, we love it. Keep sending it over. Can't get enough of it. Okay. Make more shit! You got enough shit yet? No, we just used up that lot you just sent us. Keep it coming. We love it. Bloody hell. Come on, no time for sleeping. Got to make shit for people in West. Can't even make their own fucking pants. Bloody hell. Come on, no time for sleeping. Got to make shit for people in West. Can't even make their own fucking pants. Hang on, how are you going to pay for all this shit? We were going to borrow the money from you.
It's kind of like how it is, really. Sean Locke, we'll miss you. He's right. I mean, for the most part, I feel like China makes everything. And then, I mean, he's talking about Britain borrowing money from China shit, but we fucking do it here too. I feel like we do it more. Don't want to get political or anything though, because that's such a boner killer. But Sean Locke, it's pretty good. I love that purple suit. I guess it's part of the thing though, because it's another part of the title. It says Purple Van Man, so I guess that was that was the name of the special that this is from that he did. But yeah, isn't that what, like, if you go into your home and like look at the tags on everything that you have in your home, chances are, like, well, maybe in Britain, I don't know, maybe you guys trade more with your European neighbors more than we do, but I feel like everything here in the States, like, if I went in this closet right here, whether it's clothes or whatever other crazy shit I got stored in here, and pulled the tags on every single item, I bet over 90% of it all will say made in China. And I am also 90% confident that I would be right. You know? It's crazy. It's crazy. Doesn't anybody else make anything? I feel like we used to make a lot of stuff here in the States, but now we've outsourced all of the jobs overseas. I feel like that's why places like we have cities that are like so run down, like Baltimore and Detroit and St. Louis, and we got some really beat up cities here in the States because there's not jobs anymore. those places. But anyway, again, don't want to get political or anything. It's always a boner deflator. But Sean Locke, rest in peace. Love the dude. I think my favorite Sean Locke moment was that I've reacted to was definitely, that's a challenging wank. Nothing. It's hard to beat that. It's hard to beat that. Although it's either that or Carrot in the Box. The first Carrot in the Box that he did, even the second Carrot, the second Carrot in the Box that he did, was probably just as good as the first. You know, but I digress. I'm talking too much. All right, Boomerites. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want, and tell somebody you love them today. All right. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.